Hello and welcome. I am Stacey Thomas, author, ALS advocate, film producer, and talk show host. I'm here to motivate, educate, and entertain. Join me on YouTube every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Stacey Thomas Talk Show, where we have powerful discussions centered around health, relationship, careers, and everyday conversation. Follow me on Facebook, I am Stacey Thomas. On Instagram, Stacey Thomas Talk Show. And don't forget, I can promote you too. Email me at iamstaceythomas@gmail.com. Now, it's time for the show. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you to all that are watching. All of you that will do replays, thank you very much. I am Stacey Thomas. That's right. I smile when I say it. I love some Stacey Thomas. Anyways, I always tell people I'm unrestricted, unlimited. That simply means, and you should put it on yourself, I have yet to see all that God has for me. I've seen what he's done for me. I see what he's doing tonight by blessing my platform, but I still have yet to see the other blessings that are coming. So tonight I'm going to welcome beautiful young lady who's doing amazing things in the community, Denise Biggs. Hey.
Hello.
How are you, beautiful?
I am awesome.
You are awesome, sweetheart. And before you came on, well, first, let me say thank you. Thank you for weeks ago reaching out to me, giving me great feedback on my show. And then thank you for accepting the invite to come on my show.
You're welcome.
You are doing some extraordinary things. And what I wanted to do before I actually brought you on, look at me, because I can't recite everything. It is something I want you to tell us about you, but there's something in case you don't list it. Where I want to tell people about your organization, your nonprofit, Katie Souls, because it's really I think it's very important that people know you're not just out here saying this is what I do, but you're getting recognized. So, of all times, I had it up, Denise. I had it up. So, what is the problem here? Let's see. So, what I wanted to say was Katie Souls has gotten quite a few awards and honors. Member of the Metropolitan Business Lead, highlighted on the People Advantage Resource Program, honored at the Rising Star Award Women's Endurance Brunch, featured with WRIC Channel 8 News Community Service Highlight, Praise 104 Radio People of Purpose Award Nonprofit of the Month for February for the Southern Virginia Regional Chamber, and awarded Anti-Poverty Advocacy Award April 26, 2025 from the National Coalition of 100 Black of Women in Richmond, Virginia. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. It was such an honor.
I can imagine, sweetheart, to know that you're doing amazing things. And you're saying is reaching the soul, one soul at a time.
Yes.
Brilliant the way you came up with that. We're going to put everything on the screen for viewers so that they can see how they can donate, how they can contact you to see what it is they can help you and your nonprofit. Denise, Katie Souls, what started this?
Okay, actually, what started it was my mother. Her name is Katie.
Okay.
She passed away from cancer in 2000, and her name was Katie. And so when we was little, she always used to tell us to have good shoes on our feet. And so I was grieving so bad. And I just, just wanted to do something. I didn't know what to do. So the Lord, I'm not going to say something, but the Lord dropped it in me to do shoes, to give shoes and call it Katie Souls, because she was a good soul. In her heart, she loved people. She loved people, loved giving, loved sharing. And so one soul at a time. And by giving shoes and socks and all those things to people. That's the reason why I got Katie Souls.
See, you didn't hit a spot. I don't know. I know you said you watched my show before, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure if you've ever heard me say things about my mother.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my mother to Lou Gehrig's disease, and it changed me.
Yes, it
It
do too.
gave me a purpose that I never would have imagined, that I'd be going out my way and wanting to make sure others were okay.
Right.
I don't want to make you cry or anything, but would you agree with me when I say, even during the storm of losing our mothers, a blessing came from them?
Right. Absolutely. Because I'm able to muscle up some strength to help other people. In my sadness and my, going through, I am now able to help people and talk to people and just share what they are going through. And people not only need shoes, they just need encouragement, need love, need, so many other things that we can't really give them, tangible things. But and that's, we started with the shoes and we started with socks, and now we're doing other things, because as you talk to people you find out a whole lot of things that people need. So that's why you connect with different people, so you can give them other resources that they need.
So, when you say you were grieving, obviously, from the loss of your mother, and then God laid
Mhm.
on you to create this nonprofit,
Yeah.
was it difficult listening to God when you're sitting there with your own pain? Like, how can I help someone else and I'm still hurting?
Right. I didn't realize that it will be helpful as I go. I will feel better about helping other people. As you take the journey of helping somebody else that's, lonely or depressed or not having, when that mother comes up and she can't afford a pair of shoes and I give her those shoes and she just so grateful, like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that little boy who runs around with them little shoes on and they just so excited to get them puff shoe, whatever the name of those shoes are, and they just so excited. And I have done my job. That was my job. This is what I'm here for, to help somebody else along the way.
And what people don't realize is, look at me talking as I get older, I realize this. You know, people are so busy wanting to look good, they don't realize the feet. We worried about our
Honestly.
face, we worried about our body. We got to take
Hmm.
good care of our feet. We got to look at the
Yes.
other people. And I guess I never realized, when people ask for donations, Denise, it did surprise me that you said it's Katie Souls, because most of the time when people say that they have nonprofits, they're giving away clothes,
Hmm.
they're giving away coats, hygiene, which you accept also, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I've never heard of anyone solely dedicating their nonprofit to thinking about the kids and the grown-ups walking around and what they actually need on their feet. Because one day we're going to realize shoes were a tremendous blessing.
Right. And so this is a funny story. So the thing about shoes, think about it. What
Okay.
do you have on your feet right now? You got the good pair, a good comfortable pair on your feet. You gonna think about it. You gonna
Right.
think about what you put on and what you have to do that day. And you might take two pair. I know me, I take two pair.
uh-huh.
Cause you put on a high heel pair and then you like, oh, this not gonna work for me. So then you get another flat pair. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
when kids are in school, when their feet is scrunched up in them shoes, they cannot think. You can't work. You can't think about what you're doing in school when your feet all squished up in them shoes, or it's too big. You're flopping all around, and then your shoestrings are not tied up, and all this kind of thing. So
That's
it's a
right.
whole lot of dynamic, and I didn't think about it until I really started doing this.
Right.
I really
Right.
didn't think about it.
Right.
You need Skechers, and like when the people go to work for when they work in restaurants, they need a different type of shoes to
Right.
work in a
Right.
restaurant. As you're going walking, you can't wear the same, most time you cannot wear the same pair of shoes when you're
Right.
working in a restaurant than you going walking. You know what I'm saying? So it's all types of shoes for different things. So
Right. So when you were growing up, because I don't know if you still have the business, but I read you had a daycare or you have a daycare
I had a daycare. Yes, I did for 8 years.
for 8 years.
My babies are grown. They graduated. Somebody just graduated this last week, and I was like, "Oh my God, my baby graduated!" But
Oh,
no,
wow. So when
business.
you were younger and your mother was reminding you about the shoes and your feet,
Mm-hmm.
did it ever dawn on you that statement that she was speaking into you would have you blessing other people?
Not one bit.
Not
Not
one
one
bit.
bit. Well, she was always a loving, giving person. Like that, our house was a house everybody used to come to give food and play. Cause she didn't let us go anywhere. Back in them days, you ain't go
Uh-huh.
nowhere. You
Right.
go up the street, you go to the neighbor
Right.
house.
Right.
That's about it. You stayed on the porch. You ain't go too many other places.
Right.
So they would come to our house to eat, to play and all that kind of stuff. So, and then she worked in the school system. She worked at Petersburg Public School System. She was a cook.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
she would
Okay.
work all day, stand up on her feet. And I remember her saving up her money to buy shoes. It was a store called Stanley James downtown Petersburg,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it's a shoe store. So she would save up her money and go to this shoe store, get her shoe, come back home, change up her shoes, go to work. And when she come home, she would take those good pair off and put the old ones back on, shine them shoes up and put them back in their box because it was seven of us. She had to save up her
Wow.
money to buy them
Wow.
shoes. So I
Wow.
remember all that. So, people have a lot of kids these days and buying shoes, and shoes are not cheap.
Shoes are very expensive, and
Very expensive.
kids can be very mean in school,
Yes.
based on what you have on. We're gonna
Ex-
take a break, and then we're gonna come back and talk more about your nonprofit. Okay.
Okay.
So I've got two sponsors to shout out. Two sponsors. So my first sponsor, thank you, Cool Beans Cafe. Cool Beans Cafe is in Petersburg, Virginia. Stacey, why are you showing a flyer that appears to have a lot of musicians? I'll tell you why. This Saturday, May 31st, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Cool Beans Cafe, Petersburg, Virginia, will be having a block party. We'll be having a block party for the public. These are the musicians that will be there. There's going to be food trucks, there's going to be vendors there. C'est moi, me, Sassy Granny will be there with her coloring books and her mugs, and there'll be lots of entertainment. And Cool Beans Cafe is having their grand opening. Follow Cool Beans Cafe on Facebook. Cool Beans, that's a Z at the end of beans, and that's Petersburg, Virginia. Don't forget, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. this Saturday. My second sponsor, look at Stacey being blessed. My second sponsor is, I interviewed him on my show a couple weeks ago, Dean Conan. He's on Facebook. You can follow him at Harold Pfeiffer. He wrote the book, A Fool Indeed. I'm telling you guys, I told you during the interview, awesome book. It's an urban fiction. If you believe in a happy ending, Dean Conan says, then you are a fool indeed. His book is on Amazon, or you can follow him on Facebook. When you go to Amazon, please be sure to leave a review after you read the book. Thank you. Hey, 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 sweetheart.
Hey.
We're back. We're back. Let me tell you something. I love this. I love to let people know I'm blessed by my guests. I'm blessed now that I'm starting to get sponsors for the show. Oh my goodness. I say, look at God.
Look at God. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yes, he
Listen,
will.
I got a shirt from a lady named Nidra, a pastor up in Richmond that had a play, and the shirt said, "Won't he do it?" Denise, whenever I put that shirt on, girl, I'll be like, "Won't he do it?" You know what I
Won't
mean?
he do it? He is good.
So, starting your nonprofit, what has been the hardest thing about it?
Getting connections, getting donations is the hardest part, I think.
The hardest part.
And you have to work at it, connections. You have to collaborate with different people, and you have to trust people, you know, and not being. I was a very like 5 years, 6 years ago. I would not be on this live right now talking to you. I was not a talker. I was not. No, I was not. I
So,
will
what?
work. Now I will serve you, but not up in front. I was not that person.
So, what changed you?
Well, I had to do what I had to do. So you got to come out of your shell. The better you do it, the more you do it, the better you get. And the more I was out, the more I was doing it, the more people saw what I was doing. So they would ask questions, they would donate, and, seeing how they can help and stuff like that. And just being out in the community, it
Yeah,
builds you up.
yeah, because nobody can sell your dream the way you can.
Absolutely.
I can say all day long, please donate to Katie Souls, but not until someone hears you tell your story. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Um, do you find it when you said trust people? Because now I'm talking to you about you being an entrepreneur and the owner of a nonprofit. Has it been difficult to find the people among the people you're meeting that you can trust and that are not praying against you, but praying for you?
Well, we gonna just believe God. And we all could work together. We all working for the same goal. So I think, I thought. But some people, and this is not a lavish thing. I don't take it lightly. I don't want to be praised for doing this work. You know what I'm saying? It's selfless work to be doing because you're doing it for God. You know what I'm saying? I take it
Right,
as doing it for God because
right,
you are helping his people and helping, them to be better. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, it's good to be recognized and all of that. I'm not saying that, but when I'm giving, when I'm sharing, I'm doing that to that person, and I want that person to know that I'm genuine. I'm not gonna go tell that business. I'm not gonna, do all that. I'm gonna help you to my uttermost to help you to get you whatever you need. But some
Wow.
people are not like that. And we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about
Yeah.
what
What?
Denise do to
Right,
help the
right,
community,
right.
because I want to be when you heard Katie Souls and when you heard Denise, you want to hear. I want people to know it's nothing but positive. If you give me money, you know that I'm gonna use that money for what it is used for. You know what I'm saying? If you give me shoes, I'm gonna give them shoes to the people that need the shoes.
And I'm glad you said what you said. You're not going to
Mhm.
go there, but at the same time, that this is what I'm gathering. Even though we know people walk around that may not mean the best, you're staying. Oh, look at Stacey. You're staying focused. We have
Yeah,
to keep our mind on our purpose. We have to keep on our mind on what it is God has for us and not think so much about what the naysayers are saying.
right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, and they talking, but the thing about it, they're gonna talk whether you do right or whether you do wrong.
Eh,
So they're gonna talk anyway. And I just had to make up my mind to just you gotta do what you gotta do. And
That's right. That's right. And someone told me a long time ago, right? When I first started writing books, I ran into an old classmate. He said, "Stacey, they talking about you." And I said, I was younger then, didn't know, don't worry about it. What? What are they saying? I'm all worried, right? Afraid they're saying something bad. And he looked at me and I will never forget. He says, "What does it matter what they're saying as long as they're talking?"
hey,
Because this is what I take from people talking about me, right? I'm hoping that when you talk about me, you say something that makes that person say, "Let me go check her out."
that's
And that
it.
might be the very person that decides to bless me. You know what
That's
I'm
it.
saying?
Let me give her some money. Let me buy her some shoes. Let
You
me
know what?
give her some hygiene products. She's doing
Talk
a good job
about
over
me.
there. And this is what I always get. She everywhere. How is she gonna be everywhere? I'm not everywhere. So why are you saying I'm everywhere? I can't be
well,
everywhere.
well, here's the thing too. So if you see me everywhere, why you ain't handed me a pair of shoes? Denise,
I'm like,
Denise,
Lord, help us, Jesus.
tell us, Denise, tell us, what is it that you need?
So I need volunteers. I need volunteers to come to 22 West Washington Street Monday through Friday. And we also have events during the week that they can volunteer to help.
What type
We
of
can
events?
like for instance, on next Friday we will be in um Hopewell at the nonviolence program they're having at Water Park, and that's from 5 to 8. And then on the
Okay.
13th, we're going to be at Petersburg Public Library for the parole. They are giving back to the paroles, and we'll be out passing out shoes, socks, and all those things. And it's going to be other
Really?
people there. Yeah. So we do events out in the community, and also we have events at the 22 West Washington Street where people can just walk in and get shoes if they need shoes. Also, so we need people to man that post. Also that during the day, also from 8 to, I mean, they can come about 9 to about 3. And they don't have to stay the whole time. I mean, they if they want to come an hour or 2 hours, because we have people dropping off things throughout the day, and
Okay.
just have somebody there to collect the things for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Also, we need money. We don't forget the money. We need your money because we get money to. I mean, hey, we're here, so we're gonna put it all out there.
okay,
We need
okay.
your money to buy things. Prescriptions costs. People to do flyers. People can help me with administrative tasks if you want to help. Just it's a lot of things. If you at your job and if you want to do a drive for us, put a box out and just get people at your job to bring shoes, and then I'll come pick them up, or you can bring them down to the location. So it's a lot of things you can do. You can share our posts on Facebook when we're posting. I mean, people be like, I don't know what to do. I can't be. You can share my posts when we doing lives. You can share
Right,
our posts. You can
right,
tag somebody. You can tell your family member. So
right.
it's a lot of things you can do, and we appreciate everybody for supporting Katie Souls.
I love your honesty. So let's back up again. You can put a box at your job, and Katie and Denise put a box out for Katie Souls. Denise will come and pick the box up. Just ask your coworkers if they have any shoes. We want them wearable. We don't want them
Right,
worn. You'll come and pick
right.
them up. So if you have someone that wants to volunteer their ability to create flyers, is that what you said? Someone for
Yes, yes.
administrative work, someone to come and help
Right,
at the
yes.
events, someone to come to the building. Look at me echoing everything you said. Someone to come to the nonprofit itself and maybe volunteer. You said from 9 to 3, but they don't have to stay the entire time.
Right, right. If they want to just
Okay.
give an hour, 2 hours, cause and some people need community service. You
Okay.
can come and do some work there. Cause I have had people needed, they got in a little trouble. They need to do some community service,
Okay.
or you need it for college. It looks good on your resume
That's right.
to work for a nonprofit to volunteer. So think
So
about those
you
things.
said something about prescriptions.
Yeah,
Prescriptions for
like
medicine?
when like no, no, no. Prescriptions like when you doing your web page or your websites and stuff, you have to pay for all these things. If you got a
Oh, the
website,
subscriptions.
you got to
Yes,
pay for
yes.
them. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you are taking monetary donations. So
Yes.
people, please share this on your page. Because if you're out of state and
Mhm.
you're watching and you feel the need to bless Katie's souls, you can always, she has a cash app up there. You can go to her website, you can email her. Because I always say, praying for me is nice. Why are you laughing,
Eh,
Denise? I say praying for me is nice, but God wants you to act on it too.
Yes.
Is that why
Yes.
you're laughing, Denise?
Yes, because people always yeah, they'll say they're praying for you. But
you,
action, you gotta have some actions
you,
to
you know,
you gotta have
and,
some
and nothing's
actions.
worse, Denise. You making me act up today. And nothing's worse than something's needed. You can help me, but you just want to, well, I'm gonna be praying for you. Really? Really? We're gonna listen. We have some good people in this world, and we're gonna do better. We're gonna pray and
Yeah.
trust that God does His part, but we have to do our part. And
Yes.
tell us again for those that are late coming on. Tell us again, why is it that you're dedicating so much of yourself to Katie Souls?
Well, it's in honor of my mother who passed away from cancer. She passed away in 2000. So this year actually is 25 years that she had passed away. And so I wanted to do something in her honor. I started this in 2019, actually, 2019. So it's been 6 years that we have been doing this, and we want to get the word out and to help as many people as we can. Oh, last year alone, we gave over 7,000 pairs of shoes away. So this year,
Really?
I want to give more than that, and we need your help. So please
7,000.
donate, share. 7,000 pairs of shoes, and that's what I counted. So I'm sure I've gave some people, I've took off my shoes and gave somebody, went to the car, got another pair. So I mean, we need your help. We need, you need your help. So you
Okay.
can cash out me, PayPal. You can um you know you can also drop off. We have some drop off locations also in the area, Tri-City area. So we have a little peace of mind daycare learning center that's at the Arboretum. And we
Okay.
have Karen House of Beauty that's downtown Petersburg. Everybody
Okay.
know what Karen House of Beauty is.
Okay.
And we have Reading to Learn Academy, which is in Petersburg. That's a daycare also.
Okay.
And the treat shop, we have two of those locations, the treat shops in Richmond, one in Iron Bridge and one in on Jank Road, that has a box there that you can put out. And we have True Loyalty Beauty Supply Store, and you can that's in Chesterfield also. So
Okay.
please, thank you.
Denise is everywhere, everywhere. And
I'm not.
listen, oh, you said that's what they say. You be all over the place. So Denise, if How, because
Yeah.
we don't have your social we don't have your social media up here. So how can people
Mhm.
share your posts? Where are you at on social media?
So I am on Instagram. Everything is Katie Souls.
Katie
Okay. And
Souls.
it's spelled KATIESSOLES. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So on Facebook is Katie Souls, and Instagram is Katie Souls. And you can also follow me, Denise Biggs. And that's a Biggs with two B's.
Okay. Okay.
It's BIGGS.
Okay. It's been great, Denise. I'm gonna
It
get
has.
I'm gonna get over there and see you. I'll come
Please
with
do.
something.
Come on
I'll
back.
come with something.
All right, please come with something. You're gonna come with that pretty smile you have.
I'll come.
And I
I'll come with
appreciate
something.
you.
I
Okay,
appreciate
I
you,
appreciate the
Denise.
opportunity. Thank
And
you.
no wonder God's blessing you. And I look forward to see all that He's going to be doing for you and the people that you're blessing. You take care of yourself, beautiful.
All right, thank you. You too.
Thank you. Hey, you need more information about her. Is that what you said? Look at what I have on the screen. And she told you can follow her on Facebook. That's Denise Biggs, Biggs. She also has Facebook page and Instagram page, Katie Souls, right? So you guys, thank you for your prayers. Don't get me wrong. We all need good prayers. But at the same time, if there's something that you can do to help her with her nonprofit, please reach out to her. So we have one last thing. Oh, Denise, you said, Tawanda, thank you, Denise, for the work you do. I don't know if Denise can hear that. Look, Denise is still there.
Thank
Denise,
you.
Denise
You're
didn't
welcome.
leave.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Denise.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, sweetheart. So remember, once again, let me say this. I got to shout him out one more time. So we're at the end of it. Let me bring this back up. So this Saturday, May 31st, out in Petersburg, Virginia, Cool Beans Cafe will be having their grand opening, and they will also be having a block party, everybody. Okay. Starts at 11 a.m., ends at 3 p.m. There will be musicians there. There will be food vendors there. There will be vendors there. Stacey, that's me, c'est moi. I will be there with Sassy Granny. We will have a table set up as vendors. Sassy Granny will be there with her coloring books. And she will also be there with those cute, classy mugs that she had, coffee mugs that you don't see anybody else around having. So the other person I'd like to give a shout out to for a sponsorship, two people, would be Dean Conan. Dean Conan. He's the author that I interviewed a few weeks ago. His book, A Fool Indeed. Head over to Amazon. Let me tell you something. There's a character in there. If you like urban fiction, check out Charlie Moe. And please do leave a review when you purchase this book. Thank you. Let's see. This is why Stacey needs a team. They can do the clicking. Thank you for watching. And like I always say, don't stress too much about yesterday. Don't worry too much about tomorrow, because if we do, we just might miss living today. Thank you and have a great night.
Want to be heard? Get featured on The Stacey Thomas Show. Join Stacey for conversations on entertainment, books, and entrepreneurship. Don't miss out. Elevate your brand today. Book your interview now. Email staceythomas@gmail.com.